Welcome back to RuneScape Dragonwilds. There's been an update that might help us here. Specifically, you can now craft and build from chests. Exactly how that's going to work is a question. If we just look in here, we've got some fleece and stuff. Just go in here, do something. But it don't really work for the actual crafting menu things here. So here is this. Nothing. We got some bronze over here. Doesn't have any. Might need to be closer. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. We should be able to build from chests. So here we have a chest full of logs and stuff. So build this. Items. Maybe it's just not working. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna build some stuff. I'm gonna get some ash logs here. Less than our max here, preferably. Just to be easier. It needs to be a specific box or a specific way. Let's go build some stuff, shall we? Find a nice spot. It's back here, I guess. Where we can try to get some construction XP in some fashion. I'm going to build. Craft some things. Things that use ash logs. How about some square tiles? The more logs it uses, the more XP we might get. The smaller it is, the more convenient it might be. Is that how this all works, is a question. 2 logs, 2 logs, 2 logs. Easy enough. Vertical thick beam. There's 4 XP. And that is all of our logs. And then, switch to remove. There's definitely a system here. Yeah, boy. Then we have all the logs back. So go back into here. And if we try to make another of these beams, don't get XP. And so, we need to switch to something else. Back to building. We did the vertical thick beams. We do these. We just find something that uses more logs. There's only 1 ash log. 2. 1. Walls use 4. Technically make use of that. Frames is also 4. Double frame is 4. 4, 4. We did have the crates here previously. That's given 26 XP. I was saying unstable. It's a little bit for it to find the floor. Just odd. I guess on top of other stuff, it's just no good. All this area is unstable. We don't have materials. So that was build things, crates. Most things in total, because it uses more logs frame. Pick up all the logs. Go back to crates. Now they don't give XP. Go find something else. Most of this uses just logs. Here is a lumber storage. It uses 20. And these are not giving XP. It is a mystery how this works. There was apparently some changes to exactly how it's calculated. Let's use planks. Let's go into floors. Square tile. Here's a situation where we could go into building mode. Well, that is construction 42. Yep. We built our tower of these. Switch back. Drop down. All the logs back. There's definitely something here. We try to build another square tile. What are you? That is a. There's a post in the floor here. Oh wow. We try to build another square tile. No XP. Oh. Let's see what the level we got here. Well, that was construction 42. There's nothing else to unlock in construction. That's something. Let's go to 48 woodcutting. We just keep on reusing the same logs. Don't really need to do much more woodcutting. Really depends exactly how this whole system works. What if we went back here and tried to build another one of those posts again? So again, no vertical beam XP. Yep. There's something about logging out, logging back in. Might reset things or something. What else can we do? 4 logs for those, 2 logs for those. Unstable. It's just the ground. Let's put it on it. We build a foundation. Then build triangular tile. Blocks. Not giving any XP for that. Let's that. Triangular tile. Back to building. Try to put up a wall. That's XP. Also pretty good. Okay. Break the walls. Very much like RuneScape construction. You build stuff and then immediately break it. But this time we're getting all the supplies back, which is a difference. Okay. We built regular walls. Let's build some wall frame with door. XP for that. Well, that just counts as another regular wall. It is a mystery out here, honestly. Logs back. Building mode. Door frame? Nope. How about we build... Half walls are only 2. Also no XP. Roof support. There's XP. This is reasonable. Reasonable and normal things are happening. The roof supports are getting closer to us. That's okay. Some bits are unstable. It's got a 100 set that somewhere. There's some roof supports in the floor. Sticking out of the ground. It's just a normal thing to happen. Breaking doesn't seem to be louder or quieter from slightly further away, unfortunately. Alright. So we need some roof supports. What else can we do? 30% roof support? Nope. It's like there's categories of things. I'll give XP. How about an ash palisade? Nope. This kind of a wall or something. Build a gate? Nope. Build. Can't do tier 2 with the current things we have. How about some roofs? Lots of XP in the roofs. Yeah, we're out of that already. 6 each. Yeah. This is wild. This is wild, the things that are happening right now. Okay. And if we did that roof, get some XP from the side roof bits here. That is. Stop trying to snap. Don't do that. That's a construction level, though. Amazing. Break all the corner roof bits. Exactly how it's determining what does or doesn't give XP is definitely a question here. Let us see our level here. It's 43. No unlocks or anything, it just shows it. Build. There's a hip roof. How about a valley roof? Nope. How about a corner? Yep. It's just an infinitely dense, small, 45-degree valley roof pile. Mysterious. Wonderful. We constructed this. I mean, if we actually constructed this on top of something, we'd have actual strength that would have to actually be stable enough. That could make breaking it easier if we just break the bottom one and it all falls down. I don't think that would work. We could try. Build a singular, not doing anything foundation. In here. Oh. And then we build some different stairs. Yep. Alright. Stair there. Stairs are all on the top of here, doing their best. How about on this side? Add some more stairs. And now, if we break this, they're all floating. This is mysterious. This is odd. There's a whole system here. It's just doing it. Alright. Well, that was an idea. But none of this is obeying structural stuff in the first place. Removing the structural stuff obviously doesn't actually matter, I guess. Wild. Okay. Next tier thing. Medium square floor. Blocked on themselves too quickly. That's not too violent. That's something we can easily, a bunch of them all clipped inside of each other. That's the preferable way. An inner corner stair. Nope. How about a wooden barrel? That's as many as we can make. Hey, it's 10. Between the barrels and the chest, those are pretty good. The walls are alright. Yeah, no more XP. I don't know. What about a wooden bin? Nope. I think there's different categories or something. Broken wood crate? Nope. What if I get some more decoration going? That could be fun. What else we got in here? Solely wooden decorations. We got all these other decorations and stuff. Good experience just placing everything and putting it back down or something. There's 44 construction. The real question we need to answer is if we can get the XP from the same thing again. Just leaving and coming back. Or if we just need a different pile of logs. Exactly how it's remembering what we're doing here. We really remember each individual log. It just keeps stacking with every other log. Precisely what things it's already made. Or to not give experience in that again. There's definitely an attempt to stop. Just keep building the same thing over and over again with one set of logs. But it only kind of works. Which is a weird thing. What about inverted? Yeah, let's give it XP. Decent XP from these two. Solid chunk of wood each. Alright, space. We could technically have even more logs. There'd be over encumbered, we wouldn't automatically pick them up. And then we'd also have to spam for picking up the logs on the ground, so probably not really worth it. Thirsty work here. Building and removing hundreds of things. It's a weird time out here. Alright, what else we got? We got inverted support wall this size. No. We got small valley roof. Category roof. There's some XP for this roof. Disassemble a tree. From here. Where factory hip roofs? Yep. other fun part is there's no actual utility for anything we're doing here. We're just getting XP for leveling up. Because why not? At a certain point, that's kind of the whole point. Get XP to level up. Numbers go up. That was a good time. Pull these roofs out of the floor here. How much of our logs stuck in the floor? It was kind of down in there. Lots of new and interesting problem. We can't really, like, dig the ground or anything. It's not really a thing. We're getting XP for making these. That is level 45. Count. I can't say whether or not this has helped us get the logs out of the ground, but it's just the plants that are shining. What else do we have? We definitely have less than we started with. Wild. In an attempt to see something here. If we try to make these again. Seems we have managed to loop back around. Things are working again. Mysteriously. We made enough things that I forgot what things we made. And there's some kind of very specific system. Figure out exactly how many different things we need to make before we can make different things again. To determine which ones are the fastest and most convenient to get XP from. This is all very strange. Strange and wildly unnecessary. But interesting nonetheless. Let's go get a couple more logs to make up for the ones that we lost along the way. Eating food has also gotten to the point where we can hold more logs. So that's nice. Oh. Okay. We picked up more logs. Maybe we can get more XP from the beams. No? Okay. What do we do after beams? Can do some diagonal beams? Nope. Do some horizontal beams? Nope. Well, they're not very good anyways. How about some crates? Those are giving XP now. Again. 26 a pop. We're still needing like thousands of XP for the levels and everything, so it'll still take a little bit. I'm pretty sure those are the underground logs. Maybe it'll pop up like, out or something. Not too worried about it. Okay. I think it works to be for that. How about anything else we can just make with this? Lumber storages? Nope. How about barrels? We can do barrels again. We did barrels later, so I'll take it though. Okay. Break the barrels. XP. Build something else. The wooden bins and stuff. It worked the previous time. Okay. Floors. More tiles. Jumping. Placing. Level up. Wild stuff out here. Dragon wild stuff out here. And that was all 46. So, definitely plenty of experience to be had. I think we've kind of got the whole idea here. This would obviously work. 2 is just not very much. What's more walls again? Just coming towards us. One wall at a time. Oh, it's unstable now, huh? Whatever mechanism is allowing for us to get XP for the same stuff again sometimes, but only later. And there's just some random walls just over here. That also could be where they disappeared to. There's definitely mechanics for this comes back later and all works and everything's great. Let's be for that right now. Roof. Yep. So essentially, infinite construction speed is still possible. It's trying to not be possible, but it's definitely possible. Which is honestly even more mysterious. Could also be a time system, maybe? Definitely something going on. How about a hip roof? Nope. How about a valley roof? Yep. Valley roof is a go. Wild stuff out here. As far as a guide is concerned, let's keep trying, maybe it'll work. Seems to be the case currently. Sometimes the logs fly off in random directions, sometimes they get stuck in the ground. It's not like getting a few more logs is really the problem here. There's 4 logs somewhere. Use them? Yep. Okay. Build beams again? Yep. I don't know. This one, I have no idea. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Presumably there is a underlying mechanic of how this system works. Precisely what it is, that's a good question. As long as we can keep making stuff again, same logs and keep getting speed, it doesn't really matter. Weird stuff out here. And there's also no reward for doing so currently. See in the future, some talks of actually having level requirements for items and things, which would make sense. So we'll see about that. Crates again? Yep. There's level 47. Okay. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. We can build some... Lumber storages might be just sharing it with crates. There seems to be like categories or something. If we make some walls. It thinks it's unstable for some reason. There's no stability to any of the things we're doing here. Absolutely wild. Thick wall. Yep. Walls. We can do supports. Nope. We can do. It also counts as walls. Vinegar roofs again. Yep. I think it's unstable there. So you keep on doing new startiments. And it mostly works. Move up some more logs again. Do hip roofs. Nope. Do valley roofs. Yep. Beautiful. And bring it all down. You just have giant monoliths of randomly constructed pieces jutting out of the ground. But then we'd have to go and get more logs. So then what would we do? Things work again. It's just coming slightly towards us. Looks like it's blocked. Probably not the most effective. It's only two logs per beam. It's definitely compact though. So that has some benefits. We lost some more logs somewhere. Go pick up these logs. They're just regular spawning logs. Okay, that's all of them. There's some more. I don't know. Let's even do the lumber storages this time. 26. We get the same amount of XP. They use more logs per. It's more effective to make chests instead. That's noteworthy. Do the chest now? Crates? No. XP per log is also apparently not super consistent. It's also odd. Barrels. That's level 48. So that's a bit of work to get the levels here. I'm interested to see how any of this functions with having higher levels. Could be interesting. Square tile. Jumping also makes us tired. It's fine. It comes back fast enough. Weird stuff. Back down. Logs. Build. Stairs are only like 2. It's not great. Wall. It's unstable once it gets off the ground. Okay, let's keep it further back. Should remain fine. The different things to construct seem to have slightly different properties for how they're going to need stability and get onto things. There's only like 2. Roof. Okay. Materials. Getting thirsty. Let's just be a little bit too far from the bed for right here to count as house. We can fix that. Let's go ahead and do it other ways, but it's got the most space here. Valley roof? No. Different sizes of roof. Because the large one didn't count, this one does. So maybe they'll do the sloped medium roof. They're doing the valley. This one's fine though. At any rate. Break, break, break. Break, 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 break. Maybe a counter of how many things we've made would be interesting. Not too worried about it. Let's go back to crates now. Yep. Can't really spam this quite as effectively. It takes time to find a stable spot to put the crate in. That's alright. And then we can do barrels. Well, that's 49. So we don't even really need to do any step where we exit the game and come back. It's kind of working sometimes, kind of. We can find the number of space in between. We can go straight back to the crates. We can go to square tile. Let's just kind of do this coming towards us. Lows. Not have to jump. That's a bit better. Falls back down into planks. I haven't planks with logs. Might technically be a faster experience making the tier 2 stuff. That requires more different ingredients. So that'd be less we can make when end up just being slower. Can we make some crates again? Nope. Build some wall. thick wall. Sometimes the logs being launched is wild. Why when they're spawning underground and getting kicked out or something? And now we can make more crates. Nope. I mean, we can make more crates. It's not gonna do anything. We did walls. Can we get any larger roof supports? Use more planks. This one. Doesn't count. Okay. Big roof. We do medium roof. Yes. This one's also pretty good. Probably just about as good as the other kind of medium roof we were doing. We're using 4 logs, that's alright. And now, can we go back through and make some crates? Still no. You are mysterious. Roofs. Do pillars again? Yep. Okay. Why not? Good enough, I guess. Guess that's where we need to be. Ish. Because this is where we want to be. We don't need to do any of this. And now surely we can make torches. Right? Probably. Make another wall. That gets XP again. Alright. Well, we can keep making different things, but whether or not we can do anything in particular is... who knows? Anyways. That's level 50 construction. We don't need more than that. Technically, we can keep getting experience. May or may not count for when the levels are higher later. For now, I'm not too worried about it, honestly. Okay. Let's go put some stuff away. See if we can pick up any more logs that have just splattered all over the place out there. For the most part. That was what we needed. Amazing. There's a couple. Animals. If there is any underneath here, they're gone. Maybe this might be the plants. Anyways. That is another level 50. We got mining. We got artisan. We got attack. Now construction. Ranged is coming out eventually here. Finishing woodcutting wouldn't be a problem. We need to get more essence for rune crafting. Something we could go around doing. Cooking stuff, picking up more ingredients. Fighting stuff with magic. It's all kind of possible. I think the next thing we're going to do is going to be a bit of magic training, along with looking for more recipes and stuff. But more specifically this time, out in the storm-touched highlands. Because there should be more of the druids and thanes that could possibly drop their weapon. Schematic or whatever. And that'd be a good thing to have. Just for having every weapon. And maybe even find some chests over there, have some of their Gutro recipe things. Could be something. Could be good. Next time. Goodbye.